Hey y'all, good morning. Usually because my brain works like 50,000 miles an hour, I'm usually always thinking about something. So every so often I try to memorize something to talk about with you guys sometime later, but I'm just going to start recording like whenever it gets in my mind. So this morning I was thinking, it's just a suggestion. I was just thinking, I was like, wow, I would like to see like more black love promoted on my timeline, like in social media. Like I know I love all of those videos where you see like the elderly people that have been together 50 years and they still in love and a man pinching a woman behind, or I just saw one recently where an elderly guy was combing his wife's hair. I guess she was in a hospital and she wasn't able to she wasn't too mobile, so he was combing her hair. And it's just a lot of stuff, like people say relationship goals, and my thing is like, why aren't we following those type of groups? Why aren't we following those type of people? Like, why are we getting more entertainment out of seeing somebody get beat up twerking, getting cursed out, these vines, all this crazy stuff? And not to knock it, because I ain't trying to take nobody hustle, talk about nobody's flow, but honestly, like I personally said to myself that I'm gonna start like following people in groups that are about like black love couples and stuff like that, because I think that will give people like somewhat a sense of hope, because we always see like you could do better by yourself. Like if a person doesn't show you, like you get all of this stuff about how to separate, but we don't see stuff about how to connect, and all of us has to connect with something because we're all connected. So it just doesn't make any sense to stray away from being so disconnected. And once you get disconnected for a long period of time, sometimes it's hard to get that connection back together. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like a car almost. You know what I mean? You got to sit in for a while. You got to let the fluids run. You got to get the engine running. You gotta let take it for a ride. Like they say, blow out the engine on the highway, and you gotta get them tires rotated, or maybe it's dry rot. You gotta get them changed. You gotta make sure the radiators clean, the filters are good. You just gotta make sure it's some good gas treatment in it. Like you have to put in. Did I take it too far? But you understand what I'm saying? Like it just takes too much work to get back connected and working again. So I think that we need to start seeing that more often. We need to start seeing you guys who are in relationships, because I try to get with this whole, and I was the same way. I try to get with this whole, we don't need to be following each other. I don't even know what goes on with him. He don't need to goes on with me, or I just think that a lot of people say, we're not following each other because it causes a lot of problems, because people be hating and want to, start some shit. But my thing is to me, honestly, let's just be honest, it's a crock of bullshit. If you and that person is dope as hell, everybody, first of all, when you're in a relationship, I'm coming from an era when we was in high school or dating somebody, that shit was known. You walked around wearing his jacket, Valentine's Day came, he came and brought you balloons, and, everybody knew you was his girl, and everybody knew he was your man. So it was no miscommunication. It wasn't, I didn't know he was with you. Like all the chicks know and all the men knew. You understand what I'm saying? So it shit just kind of changed to where it's like everything is hush hush secretive. That's why nobody don't trust nobody. That's why people always think that something's going on, because you're not open with each other. You're not coming together and intertwining with one. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we in a relationship and we dating, no, they don't have to know every intricate detail of my life, because you guys don't know every intricate detail of my life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't record when I'm taking a shit on the toilet. Excuse me. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on, there's things going on that you don't know about. So of course, but just to say, oh, had a beautiful day with babe today, or taking pictures of you walking. And I do see some of y'all who married and stuff. Like I love that. I love the connection. I love the friendship. And even though y'all may have gone through shit, but when you have like that solid relationship, like you can have a discussion and you can say, listen, I feel like this is out of order, and you check them and they're able to check you, and it's not like you get upset or you try to say something to hurt the other person maliciously, or well, I'm mad, so I make you mad. Like it's never crossed those boundaries. Like that solid connection to where you just want to be right. You know what I'm saying, for each other. You want to make sure they are right for themselves and you're right for yourselves and we're right for each other. You understand what I'm saying? So that type of connection. But nowadays it's just like everything is separated. It's so much separation. It's like, look, I'll just whatever. So I would like to start seeing more black love. You couples out there, start posting that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come in her inbox or his inbox, you supposed to check it from the door and then go tell your man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, this wasn't no secret. You try this dude or whatever, but just be more open about stuff. Let's start promoting more black love. Black love, I mean, not just black love. I'm sorry, but I'm all for black because I'm black. But, excuse me, African. So, yeah, let's just start promoting more positive stuff like some Looney Tunes with people are passing notes to each other's or just something. Like I just think that it'll help out a little bit. Also, another thing that I was thinking about is what do we consider like good qualities? I was just thinking that today. Also, a lot of people say, oh, I met this guy, he got good qualities. Girl, what's his good qualities? Oh, he ain't had no job. I mean, he has a job, been on his job 10 years. He ain't got no kids, so, ain't no baby mama drama. He dresses nice, he's gorgeous, he smells good, he got his own place, and he has a car, girl. I'm like, what? Get the fuck, where you meet him at? And she's like, oh, such and such. You know what I'm saying? I have met, and I know y'all like, yeah, there's some good qualities. They are out here. I'm telling you, I have met quite a few men, and I'm 38, so I'm not talking about younger guys. I'm talking about our age that possess those things, that are that way. But at the same time, it's like that's to me is what society told us that's what we should be looking for. There are single fathers out here that are working hard, maybe 2 and 3 jobs, maybe making ends meet, but can give you the best conversation in the world, can give you some great advice, can teach you some things, can give you a good recipe on a dish, can teach you how to take certain stains out of clothes, can just, can just be on a level to where you wouldn't really expect. You know what I'm saying? So I say let's change our thinking about what good qualities are, because those guys that I have met that, possess those particular good qualities, some of them lacked communication. They lacked empathy. They lacked overstanding things. They lacked being connected, because it's just like you paint yourself in this whole bubble, this whole world of yourself. It's like, look, I'm good in my world. You know what I'm saying? I'll come out when I want to play, or I'll talk to you if I feel like it, or you can come inside my world and chill here for a little while if you want to. But at the end of the day, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So you never really feel like you're connected with that person, or you never really feel like y'all just intertwined together. So I just think that, like, a lot of times we have to understand people have flaws. We have to understand that everybody's different. But if you're able to come together and you're able to connect with somebody and you're able to talk freely, you're able to be you, you're able to be willing to take criticism, be willing to learn. I think anybody could, I think anybody's situation or what they have or don't have can work out for the best. You know what I'm saying? So those are just some things that was on my mind. I was just thinking, like, yeah, I want to see more positive stuff. Talk about, like, what good happened for you today. Just like maybe just once a day, in the morning, afternoon, like, yo, I found 25 cents on the floor, and I needed 25 cents to get this burger because this guy in the store wouldn't even let me go for 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. But anyway, my 10 minutes is up talking. That's all. Just wanted to let y'all know what was going through my mind. Bye. Well, not bye. Later.